जय हिंद दोस्तों। आज के वीडियो में हमारे मेहमान हैं अभिनंदन प्रकाश, जो कि हाल ही में रिकमेंड हुए हैं एनडीए 151 के लिए। अभिनंदन, बहुत बहुत कांग्रेचुलेशन।
Thank you so much, sir.
कैसे हैं अभिनंदन? हाउ आर यू?
Sir, I am good, sir. How are you, sir?
आई एम ऑल्सो फाइन अभिनंदन। अभिनंदन, बिहार से सैनिक स्कूल गोलपाड़ा आसाम, और अब आसाम से नई जर्नी खड़कवासला, कैसा लग रहा है?
Sir, obviously, after leaving, sir, I was to join NDA. So I think this is the most happiest time for me and also for my family because I have been dreaming for it for last 7 years. Even I have prepared for it for last 1 year, even after being in college life. So I think this will be the best gift for me and my family also.
Yes, Abhinandan, every student is waiting for this moment when he will feel proud and his family as well. Abhinandan, you were in the Sainik school, you did 4 attempts. In earlier 3 attempts, you was not able to do whatever you want, but now you did this. What is the message behind? कि क्या बच्चे को करना चाहिए अगर उसको वाकई में एनडीए ज्वाइन करना है, रिकमेंड होना ही है, तो किन चीजों पर उसको अड़े रहना है, एकदम डिटरमाइंड रहना है?
Sir, first thing is that never lose your hope.
Okay.
Because many of my friends lose their hope and they stop their preparation after 1 or 2 attempts. So I think that I was very much consistent in my written part, which I cleared in my all 4 attempts. And thereafter, I took guidance from several teachers and my seniors in all of my attempts, and I prepare for SSB in all the 4 attempts. So I think that somewhere that all the attempts integrated to a single attempt as success. So I think everyone should focus on his part, what he can do, not the result, what will come after 5 days of SSB. So I think that was the message which I can give to my younger brothers and my friends.
देखिए, अभिनंदन का मैसेज बिल्कुल क्लियर है कि नेवर लूज योर होप, करते जाइए। देयर विल बी एन अटेम्प्ट व्हेन यू विल गेट सक्सेस एंड दैट विल बी द फाइनल अचीवमेंट। यस अभिनंदन?
यस सर।
सो अभिनंदन, जब आपका फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में स्क्रीन आउट हो गया और आपने अभी बताया कि यू आर कंसिस्टेंट, तो व्हाट वाज द मोटिवेशन बिहाइंड? इतना मेहनत किया, 7 इयर्स जो है सैनिक स्कूल में रह करके प्रिपरेशन किया ओनली फॉर एनडीए। एनडीए क्लियर भी हुआ इन द वेरी फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट, बट स्क्रीन आउट हो गए। कितना बुरा लगता है, बड़ा सैड मोमेंट होता है, पर उसके बाद में भी आपने आपका होप लूज नहीं किया और आप बढ़ते रहे। तो व्हाट वाज द मोटिवेशन बिहाइंड?
So obviously, sir, that was that time I had my 12th board exam also. So I had to go from Assam to Bhopal for my first attempt, which was approx 1000 kilometers from Assam to Bhopal. So I think obviously anyone will get very much sad after preparing for 7 years or 1 year for written part, obviously. So after that, if he lose in the first day, then that is the worst thing which one can expect from himself also. So but yes, one has to come up again because many of them couldn't clear in the first attempt or on the first day. So I went to my home for 1 day after just my screen out. Thereafter I again went to school, and I thought that I had one more attempt again in the next April, and my SSB completed in February. So I had approximate 1 month to prepare for. So I thought that I'll give my 100% again for written part. I'll not much focus on the board exam because that was after 2 months. So I thought that obviously if I have to go, then I'll clear and I'll prepare for that. So I did focus on those portion only rather than the board part. So I think that was the motivation, and the motivation was the seniors from our school who got into NDA and the officers who are there for us guiding in our schools. So I think these were the motivation and motivational thoughts which were evolving in my mind.
तो अभिनंदन, दीज आर द थिंग्स कि अगर किसी चीज को शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात आपको उससे मिलवाने में लग जाती है। द रोल वाज प्लेड बाय योर सीनियर्स एंड द ऑफिसर्स हु आर इन योर स्कूल, राइट?
Yes, sir.
So Abhinandan, we talk about SSB interview. Just before your SSB interview, you came for the SSB camp in Indore. So what was the experience of that camp? What did you learn here?
Sir, obviously, sir, as I was searching for some coaching institute who can help me to get assessed myself before going to SSB. So I contacted 2 to 3 coaching institute, but the price was too high for me to go that place. Then my friend who is currently in BHU, he gave me the message of your video of YouTube. So I watched that video, then I thought I was happy that there is someone who is providing us the same quality of assessment with a lower price. So I was totally agree with my friend, and both of us came there, and the experience was exceptionally good, because after going the first day we have had our haircut after a long time. I think after 1 year the zero cut was on, because I used to have the zero cut in my school and thereafter in the Force Academy. So I went there. On the first day we had some games, and every day we used to have some PT. So that was a good experience, that I can say that, because after 1 year you are again involving in the outdoor activities again. So those are the experience which makes our memories, and our and the friends which we make there are those who help us to make our personality better. Thereafter, on the very first day, we had PPT session, OIR. Thereafter, again, we came to our room there in the academy, and the other who had interview, they stayed there. So the first day was very good, because the feel was same as the SSB, that we get OIR and thereafter PPT, we get our chase numbers. So everything was same, that I felt that yes, if I'll do the practice over here, then I'm sure that I'll do the same, or I think better after preparation in the final SSB also. So with that thought, I came there, and I think that was fulfilled. And 2 to 3 things which I liked there mostly was that the evening group discussion in the grounds, which we had discussed with you and my friends over there. And my interview was totally different, in which I was allowed to ask question rather than the interview officer was asking question. So these were the 2 to 3 things which I liked there as compared to my earlier assessment with my other officers or the.
So Abhinandan, before coming to this camp, you didn't take any coaching. Then how you have prepared yourself for the psychology? That is very tough part of the SSB. बच्चे सब कुछ कर लेते हैं, आउटडोर के लिए बिल्कुल तैयार कर लेते हैं, जीटीओ के लिए बढ़िया बेहतरीन प्रिपेयर हो जाते हैं. साइकोलॉजी ऐसा पार्ट होता है कि कहाँ आप लेक कर रहे हो, कैसे अपने आप को इम्प्रूव कर रहे हो, आपको पता नहीं चलता है. How you prepared yourself?
Sir, to be honest, before coming to your coaching institute, in my school, there were some officers who were called from outside to guide us in my first and second attempt. So I got some idea about SSB. And if anyone goes to SSB for 2 to 3 times, then he absolutely gets ideas that how he should improve and at what section he should much focus. So after going to that SSB for 1 or 2 times, I got some experience from there, and also from my school and the authorities there. So from there, the overall idea came with me, and the practice was there. And also I practiced in your institute. That was very much helpful, because I got the recommendation from all the 3 assessors also.
Wow. So you were already recommended before original recommendation, right, Abhinandan?
Yes, sir.
So how were you feeling that time when you were getting pre-recommendation?
That was good moment, because if anyone is getting a recommendation before going to SSB, then that boosts his morale, that he can again get recommended in the actual SSB also. So he keep focusing on his work and the way he was performing. He start doing his strong point more stronger. So I think that was the confidence from there also.
Confidence booster moment was that.
Yes.
So Abhinandan, talk about your SSB. आपके GTO में आप जब SSB में थे, क्या आपने किया, क्या किस तरह का ग्रुप था आपका? How was your group and what they were doing while GD, GP, PGT and all?
Sir, I would say about my group, the 3 candidate was previously recommended out of 8. So there was a competition in our group, and but all of them were very cooperative in group discussion. And I got chance in group discussion first, second, and group planning exercise also. But I couldn't participate much in the group discussion first. But in the second group discussion, I was totally prepared that I have to give some points if I have to sustain in the SSB after my conference result. So I focused on the second GD. I performed there well. Again in GP part, and in GP part, I was focused to give my ideas. But sometimes it happens that you don't get much support from your friends in those groups. But still, I gave 1 or 2 points in the group discussion. I think that if anyone is performing averagely, even averagely in all the 3 group discussions, then he is fit and fine enough to get in. And I was strong in the outdoor activities, like in progressive group tasks. I was totally in the ground for all the 4 group tasks. I used to enter first and used to solve all the tasks which were given in the PGT. So I think the more involvement from my side was in the outdoor activities like PGT and again in HGT. So the best part of my ground task was in the outdoor activities rather than the group discussions. So that was my strong point, and the recommended candidate have performed well in the group discussion. So 4 of us get recommended from that group.
So Abhinandan, your GTO didn't ask you, have you taken any coaching?
No, sir. He asked me, but I said that yes, I got guidance from some of the teachers and also from my school. So he said, okay, no problem. We can continue with our task. Because he asked me about my family background, and the lecture topic of mine was digital marketing, sorry, stock marketing. So he asked me something about that how he got knowledge about stock marketing that much that you spoke continuously for 3 minutes. Because I gave some more ideas because I studied stock marketing. So he asked me that how you gave that much idea about it. Do you study or you do stock marketing? So I said, no, sir, I don't do stock marketing. I just studied about this on YouTube. So that was the point of discussion before my task.
You won the heart of the GTO. Stock market इतना अच्छा बोल दिया कि GTO को ही जीत लिया है. GTO ने कहीं रगड़ा थोड़ा बहुत?
Yes, sir. At the last moment, he asked me to solve from all the 3 ways, and also he gave me some time concession that I'll deduct your time if you are touching ground. I'll deduct your time. Then he said that my counterpart that please start counting 10. If you will not finish your task after 10 within 10, then I'll send you back. I'll send you back to your place.
पूरे 5 days SSB में थे. What was going on in your mind for that entire 5 days?
Sir, on the first day, obviously everyone have that mindset that anyhow we have to get in for a chance to prove yourself. So the first thing in our mind is that we have to get screened in anyhow, because that is very much unexpected. If you get chance, if your group is good, cooperative, then you'll get screened in. But sometimes it happens that if your group are not cooperative, then you may not get chance to get in. So the first thing was to get in. After getting in, I had in my thought that tomorrow is my psych test, and it might happen that I may have my interview. So I was focused on the next task, not the next to next day about GTO. So every day before means like what task will be tomorrow. I also think about that in the evening, that how I'll perform there, and sometime that yes, I have did this much well in this part or this much bad in that part. So I have to improve in the next section of it. So I was focusing on that, and I was feeling somewhat confident that yes, I have got recommended from force, that I'll surely recommend it from here also.
अभिनंदन, thanks for your gratitude. ये आपका बड़प्पन है कि आप फोर्स को इतना मतलब थैंक्स दे रहे हो. एंड आई एम आल्सो वेरी हैप्पी कि बच्चा इतना रिकॉग्नाइज कर रहा है. अभिनंदन, व्हाट हैपेंस इन इंटरव्यू? क्योंकि इंटरव्यू में देयर आर 1-to-1 इंटरेक्शन देयर फॉर 40 or 45 minutes. वो कैसा नजारा था? What was the environment that time for that 40-45 minutes?
Sir, the first 4 to 5 minutes of my interview was, I think, the worst, because I went by flight from Delhi to Bangalore. So first question was like, at what height you're flying? What was the distance between your Delhi and Bangalore? What was the speed of your flight? And somewhat like this question. So I didn't pay attention to this announcement in the flight. That was my mistake. And he asked me that, have you listened the announcement in the flight which was made before the flight took off? So I said, no, sir, I didn't do that. So again, thereafter, he started with my name, that tell me anyone who is famous with your name. Then I said about Group Captain Abhinandan Vartman, sir. Then he asked me some detail about it. So I said about that also. And the same question was asked from me in the interview of Force Academy. If you'll in that video, which you have, I think so, did. So you will see the first 1 or 2 minutes was the same question which was asked. And there are about continuously 10 to 12 questions that we said rapid fire. Rapid fire question, he came with the why you took economics in your graduation. So I had my own answer, which was also supported by interviewer there in Force Academy again. So after answering those type of questions, he came most on my economic part, that how you will contribute to defense with your economic studies, and how you can contribute being as lieutenant when you will become general. again the question was that, and like my hobbies reading about geopolitical issues. So he said that, okay, tell me what is geopolitical issue. Thereafter he asked me that, tell me any 5 political issues of India, or how India geographical factor affect the political issues in our country. So these were the 2 to 3 questions, which was, I think so, long lasting, because after you get into the geopolitical issues, you get to answer question by question, question by question. It doesn't finish. It may end up 20 to 30 minutes of discussions. And after finishing these 2 parts, the economics and geopolitics, he entered to my achievements, and thereafter the game which I play, like I play volleyball. So he asked me a lot of questions about volleyball. Again, at the last, he said that, okay, Abhinandan, I see you smashing there at the net. But again, he asked me what you do actually in the volleyball. So I said, no, sir, I don't smash. I am a setter who make the ball for the smasher. So he said, okay, but still, I would like to watch you smashing there at the net. I'm coming, go fast. So with this funny moment, my interview was finished.
तो इंटरव्यूअर ने आपसे ये इतना सब कुछ पूछ लिया. He asked you so many questions about your hobby, about your interest, about the economics. He didn't ask you about your girlfriend or personal relationships.
Also, I didn't ask about my girlfriend, because he might be aware of the fact that the girls were not allowed in Sainik school, so we may not have girlfriends. And even one of my weakness, I counted that I do not have girlfriend, or I don't talk much with the female counterparts or female friends, because I have not been in contact or in talking with them from till my 12th class. When I came to college, obviously, then I met 2 to 3 friends. So I said that this is one of my weakness. So I think that was the reason why he didn't ask me that question.
Wow, it means someone can answer ki in your weakness section you can also count that you have no girlfriend, right? So Abhinandan, you told us that so many questions were same that were being asked in the Force Defense Academy. The same question and same related questions you faced in your actual SSB as well, right?
Yes, sir.
So Abhinandan, what was the environment while your conference? क्या माहौल था? What were the questions that were being asked to you that time?
Sir, before going to conference, everyone start thinking that what about whom they are discussing before going to me, or if there is a gap of 4 to 5 minutes, are they discussing about me? If I'll go there inside, what question will come? But when I went there, there was not much gap, about 2 minute, I think, gap. After a gap of 2 to 3 minutes, I was called. Then I went inside and I wished the president, sir. I sat there. Then he asked me, okay, Vinandan, how was your stay here? Then I answered, yes, it was obviously good. So he asked about food. Then he said, tell me any unique thing which you did here compared to other 4 SSB. So he said that about some unique thing, like not in participation of the any event, like going outside or something like that, or food, or the environment, nature around there. So I said that obviously the nature is cool and rainy, because that time on all the 4 days it rained. And I said about that this was the first time when I was allowed to go out from SSB center, because in Bangalore this time the cadets were allowed to go out pass. So I said about that. Then he asked me, okay, what are the places where you visited after going to outpass? Then I said, sir, I visited MG Road, Kavan Park, Lal Bagh. So he said, okay, you visited a lot of places. So tell me any suggestion for this board. So I had no suggestion for that board. So I said that there is no suggestion, everything was fitting fine. So he said that, so what can you say about performance over here? So I said, sir, it was well enough. Then he asked me, well enough for what? So I said, sir, obviously well enough for getting recommended. Said, okay, sir, okay, Vinandan, you may leave. Thank you. That was the end of conference.
So your recommendation was confirmed by you only right there, right?
Yes, sir.
So Abhinandan, this was your journey and it was a very nice discussion with you. In the last, in 1 minute, some words from your mouth about Force Defense Academy.
I would like to urge everyone that if you just give a chance to Force Defense Academy, I'm sure that in those 6 to 7 days in the academy, you will obviously get exposure of your friends for group discussions, and you will get some ideas about group tasks. I know that the ground task is very less, but still you will get a lot of knowledge about there with a very low price. And go there because you will get a mock interview over there. which will be very beneficial for you. You can ask any of your doubt, whatever question you get in your interview, which you couldn't answer in the last 2 to 3 attempts, you will get the answer over there. You go for psych test, you will get a good assessment of yours. And finally, go there, you will have some physical exercises too that will boost your morale for the next individual obstacle race. And also you will play some games, enjoy there, and have a nice day. Thank you.
So Abhinandan, thank you so much, and I hope you will keep motivating other students to join the National Defense Academy and other academies, as now you are also recommended candidate, and definitely some days you will be also the senior of some students. And Abhinandan, I hope you will be definitely the member of Force family, and हम लोग हमेशा मिलते रहेंगे. Thank you. जय हिंद.
Jai Hind, sir.
जय हिंद अभिनंदन.